Mari Carmen Pardo lives in this former social apartment block in Madrid. The regional government sold the building to a hedge fund during the credit crunch. Now that her contract is coming to an end, the new landlord wants to renew her lease with a 90% price hike.
How are we going to survive? With just an income of 1,200 euros, I don't know what percentage of the salary is 800 euros rent, but it is a lot. It's not feasible. Like that, all your life expectations are lost, having kids, or even saving some money to buy a house.
Mari Carmen has considered moving out, but she's got very few options. Rentals have gone up an average 20% in the last year. Young Spaniards are forced to commit up to 70% of their income to paying the rent.
Right now, if you look for a flat on the internet, the situation is even worse. If a real estate agency is involved, then they ask for a 2 or 3 months deposit and even a guarantor to back your lease.
The Spanish government introduced restrictions to prevent existing contracts from increasing more than 2% over the year, but this doesn't apply to new lease contracts whose prices are skyrocketing. In Catalonia, the regional government experimented with rental price capping in targeted areas for 2 years. A recent study shows the measure had some unintended consequences.
The price of the most expensive flats went down sharply, but the price of the cheapest houses increased more in those areas than they did in other parts with no rental price capping.
But soaring prices are not only affecting major cities like Madrid and Barcelona, but everywhere in Spain. Since 2008, rentals have risen 8 times faster than the salaries of the young. Owning a house has been traditionally one of the main aspirations here in Spain. In 2011, 80% of Spaniards lived in their own houses. Now, only 36% of those under 35 own their own homes. Unable to buy property, millions have been pushed into the rental market. Tenants are organizing themselves to demand their right to affordable housing.
We are now in a situation where you cannot be a homeowner anymore, but at the same time, there is zero protection for tenants.
Tenants associations and experts agree that ultimately Spain will need to expand the available rental housing stock, building some social housing and also persuading landlords to put some 3 million vacant houses back on the market. But until then, young adults like Mari Carmen remain in need of some urgent help. In Madrid, Jaime Velazquez, TRT World.